everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is your daily tarot reading for Wednesday the 29th of August 2018. I'm using the Tarot of the Sevenfold Mystery. I've had this deck for a long time, but it disappeared somewhere. It got buried under some papers and it's reappeared in the move. So that's something positive that's already come out of it. It's rated as one of the best decks on the I don't know how to say it, but the eclectic.net site. That's a site that is all about the tarot and it has all of the different cards and you can sort them by rating. So I looked at because I always look for the best tarot cards, obviously, because I love them. And I looked at all the 5-star ones, and the Tarot of the Sevenfold Mystery has been rated a 5. So let's have a look at what the cards want you to know today. What the message is about, what the energy is about. How you can use that energy to your advantage. And what you're likely to experience here on Wednesday, the 29th of August. So let's have a look. Right, so what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got the 5 of Cups in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 8 and 9. Yep, that's in reverse. And then we have the Tree of Life. Money growing on trees, literally. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So this is the 9 of discs. Interesting. Okay. Because the 10 of discs, the 10 of Pentacles, is a gate card that's completing your financial desires. But the 9 of Pentacles has a different meaning. So we'll get to that in a minute. Okay. So first of all, Wednesday the 29th is a day that contains only minor arcana cards. So this is a temporary energy that's with us for this day and that may catch you off guard because it comes in like a wave and then it flows out again at the end of the day. So first of all, the 5 of Cups is a card of perspective. You can either focus on the cup that's fallen over and spilled and the rest of the cups which are suspended in mid-air at the moment and they're going to fall. And you can look at that, or you can fly away and change your perspective and say, okay, I've been lucky here, despite all of these cups falling and breaking and spilling all of their contents. Me as this little bird, I saw them coming and I flew away and I saved myself, regardless of what was going on. Usually this card is shown as someone looking at 3 cups that have spilled and 2 cups that are behind that person, and they're covered in a cloak, a black cloak, and they're grieving. And the card is a matter of perspective. So this way around, it's about grieving what you've lost and not being appreciative for the things you still have, no matter how short. When the card is in reverse, like it is today, then you're focused on the positivity. You can still catch 3 of those or 4 of those if you use your left arm as well. You can still catch those. And certainly, you don't need to worry about what you've got to feel free today. That's the main thing. You're free as a bird. You don't need to maintain and make sure everything is in order and emotionally sort everything out and, you know, meditate for 3 hours and make sure that your loved one tells you how much they appreciate you and get reassurance. You don't need all of that today. You're not emotionally particularly needy. What you're more interested in is your personal freedom and exploring new things rather than sustaining and maintaining the old. The next card is the 9 of Wands, and they're burning here and he's chopping them down. So this is a wall that's dangerous. It separates. He's made quite a big impact already. One more hit, that's going to be down. So when the card is this way around, the worst is behind you, literally. the worst being a wall of fire, and he's working to chop that down. So the worst is behind you and you can do something about it. The card is in reverse. You don't have the luxury of hindsight today. You're swept up in this wave of energy that comes along, and the wave of energy says freedom. Let go of past disappointments and failures, and be a young bird again, or think like you would think at 16 or at 18, that you still have a whole new chapter, a new unexplored time in your life that's possible. All you have to do is spread your wings and fly, and you will get to a life that you can create. But you can't do that by looking behind you and what already has happened. You can only do that by looking towards the future, and by looking at how you can navigate these ones. Ones represent life purpose, passion, fire, desire, what I care about. And in this case, he can't choose. He's got so many options. I care about cars. I care about making furniture. I deeply care about my relationship with my wife and my children. I care about my standing in society and the community. All of these things are things that you desire, and they can often trap you. It's a nice card in a sense that shows that the more desires you have, the more they trap you. It's the same thing. The more property you have and the bigger it is and the more luxurious, the more tied to it you will be, and the more the upkeep is going to take. So that's why, the holy men and the wise men say those who have no desire are the enlightened ones, because they are truly free. So you do have desires, you do have things that you want to achieve. That little bird is the main character here today in this reading. He represents freedom, and he's going to have to fly through there. Watch his wings so that they don't burn. That's very, very important. But the card is upside down, so he can make his way through. And when, in the sense of you're not out of the woods yet, you're really flying towards this. And the final card is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is usually a woman who's very abundant and prosperous because she's worked hard and she's used her discipline. In this case, it's because someone was disciplined and had the foresight to plant this tree in a very barren area. But there is water under there, otherwise the tree wouldn't be able to grow. This tree has now taken on a life of its own, and it produces money. So for instance, in Austria at the moment, on my mother's property, she's got plum trees and cherry trees and apricots and apples and everything. And it's harvest season, and she's been harvesting plums like crazy, and it's really been abundant this summer because of the heat wave that we had in the Northern Hemisphere. What this means on a more personal level for you today is that, yes, it is harvest season, but it's harvest season when it comes to your money, and it comes your financial situation in life, your job, your personal prosperity and abundance. And what you can do today is, by listening to your ideas, plural. A bird, if anything, is a symbol of the element of air, because a bird is defined by the fact that it flies through the air. So really we've got air versus water here, and keep a positive frame of mind. Some things may not have worked out. Welcome to the club. All of us have had things that haven't worked out. You need to keep flying and looking for your own personal freedom. You've got to choose one of these. You can't do everything at once. Keep things simple today. Pursue one of your desires. Be careful not to get burnt. So by that's symbolic talk for be careful not to go into anger or trying to sabotage someone else or destroying someone else. Just dodge the different ones, other people's desires, other people's needs, which may crash into you. Be smart about it and kind of weave your way in and out of these ones, and then get to the tree where you can sit and relax. Today, basically, you have an opportunity. If you think for yourself, and if you overcome obstacles and other people saying you can't do this because we don't have the facilities or the resources or da-da-da, if you ignore all of that and you keep flying and you get to your personal money tree, and you get there through discipline, but not just discipline, street smarts, agility, dexterity, being flexible, thinking quickly. It's not just thinking on your feet. This bird is in midair. So you really are switched on today. You can see the problems, but you have to kind of duck and dive and keep up with the pace if you want to create a wonderful financial opportunity for yourself. So this is a great day to log on to the internet and go job hunting. It's a great day to decide to break out of some sort of situation that you've been in for a while and to replace that with something you really care about. And it's also a great day to do anything that has to do with your career or your money to innovate new things. So do you want, on top of your existing job, do you want to free yourself and do some work on the side? Do you want to use your own perspective in your existing job to present something to the bosses, to the people who are higher up, and to tell them, if we implement this way of working, we will save 150 grand a year because we're skipping one process which is really obsolete and irrelevant. And I have spotted that obsoleteness in the process. Let's say that it's a car factory and they spend 30 minutes on doing something that's totally pointless. You recognize that, you dodge all the other competitors, all the other people who are trying to outdo you and get your job and get to climb the ladder same way you are, the rat race. You have a special eye for seeing something, and that's why you should present yourself to other people and get people to take notice of you, because you're literally a money-making tree. The coins just flow off you. You're working really well. You're at the height of your potential. Your energy is amazing. Your thinking is crystal clear. You make excellent decisions. You can trust your own thought process, your own guidance. Just keep things simple and don't try and solve all your life problems. Just go after one or two things that you want today. And if it has to do with work or your health or your daily routine or career or anything that's tangible, anything that's physical, that you can make changes to, do it today. So make a lateral move in your job if you're not being paid enough. If you don't like the house that you live in and you want to break free, look at how that would work. If you're the most disciplined and expert person working in your company, but you're female and it's time for someone to become partner or to get the next promotion, and they choose someone else, maybe because he's part of the boys club, or it's nepotism or something like that, and they don't pick you even though everyone knows you're supposed to get that job because you work hardest. Don't accept that kind of thing and be free. Say, okay, they've chosen, I'm going to choose as well, and I'm going to go elsewhere. And because you've got options today, and what the cards are saying is that you're smart, you're skilled, and if you recognize that, and if you keep your eyes and ears open, and if you can keep moving and avoid potential traps and people not giving you what you deserve, because they're looking at their own thing. They're trying to get ahead as well. They don't care about you getting ahead. They're not going to help you. You have to do it yourself. And you can end in a position today that looks much better financially, or in terms of your physical health, or in terms of your daily routine, or your money, or your career. Things will improve at the end of this day based on your actions. So you'll look in much better shape in this area of your life, the financial, physical, and earthly parts of your life, than that area looked at the beginning of the day. So work hard and you'll get a really good outcome and a good result. So we've got 5 and 9, that's 14. And another 9 is 23. 2 and 3 is 5, and 5 is about freedom. And there we go. Here's the little birdie. Just like this birdie. The birdies are telling you to go be free today. Go be free. Ignore any fears or anxiety and go be free. That's the main thing. And it will lead to your life becoming more solid and more reliable and more comfortable and more cozy and cushy. So you can't go wrong by choosing freedom today. Have a wonderful day. If you'd like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to audio reading. Please remember to hit the subscribe button. I do live tarot readings once in a while. I used to do them on Facebook and Twitter, but I've discovered I can do them on YouTube. So I do those once in a while. Click subscribe and hit the bell so that when I come on live, you'll be notified. And in those live readings, you can ask a question and I pull a card for you just to give you an idea. It's not a full reading, it's just a mini reading, but a lot of people find those helpful. So please subscribe. Have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.